you are in a deep state of dreaming, somebody comes in your room, physically wakes you up, and you was having a real good dream in a deep state, how would you feel? Well, that's what's going on now with the emotions. So first there was a solar eclipse followed up by the lunar eclipse. So right now, watch your emotions. If you've been on my channel for a while, you're more than likely you're an old soul or mature soul. Because when in the spiritual sense, when I first woke up, I wanted to tell everyone, but what I was doing is that illustration that I did when I started the video off. So you don't wake up people. Each morning you wake up, does somebody physically come in there and wake you up? No. And that's where we get it wrong. Or I'm saying me, that's where I got it wrong. Now you got people mad at you. All those people you physically thought you were waking up is actually mad because you woke them out their deep state of sleep. And more than likely, what do? I want to go back to sleep. So in other words, the universe is the one that wakes you up. So some of the people that's actually waking up, they're doing like I did a few years ago. So best thing to do right now is stay back. Because your power is within. And then you can use telepathy and just send love to people. That's it. Because the world outside you is an illusion. But you're waking up people to wake up to the illusion, which is the fire. Because there is no death. So you should be in the teacher mode. And you wait for people to come to you, which is the frequency. We are all on a frequency. It's all different levels of frequency on this plane of Earth. So the frequency I'm at now is what? Faith. So you have a lot of people still in the sight. They work off sight first, and then they try to manifest off the sight, not knowing they can take full control and you can just use your faith. That's why you don't hear it a lot. The more mature souls are talking about faith. We are all one, your power within. So it's different levels to this life on earth. All your choice. So guard your emotions is try to not go in debates with people just waking up, because they don't know they're of the ego. They're going to always want to be right. Because the worst thing is when you know you're right and somebody telling you you're wrong, then no, the more mature soul will say, since you agree to disagree, you just leave the conversation. The stronger man can leave away. The stronger the stronger man or woman can just walk away. Then you forgive the person to relieve it and let it go. Don't hold judgment. So this message is kind of short, but that even though the lunar eclipse went away, it's going to stay with the emotions. Because now you got a lot of people waking up and they're doing just like we did, or I'm going to say like I did a few years ago. So we have to let people wake up and find their way to figure out what they want to do, not what we want them to do. We know there's a fire, so some people are in the fire and sleep. So It's up to them to save themselves. Because we learned that from the human saving, and they're still doing it. But when you are a man or woman, which is the spirit of Father God, he doesn't intervene unless you go to him or source. I'm not even going to say him. When you go to source, the creator, prime creator, he doesn't force. So that's just the message I wanted to send out to you with guard your emotions or watch your emotions, New Earth, and that's what's going on now. You're going to see people leave some, you may be on a social media site, you'll see some real bad message. If you send a message back, that may be the person who just woke up. And then you're going to be in the back and forth debate because they don't know who they are. But use your telepathy. In the power of love, I send this person, whatever, but in love. Same with the, when loved ones pass away, they taught you to go on the grave, and when the person is a spirit. So you go within, and you stay in love, then you can communicate to anyone that's passed on because they are in a higher frequency. So to be in a higher frequency, you stay in love. But that message was brought to me per the spirits. And that's the illustration is when you're waking up someone, when you wake up someone, you're shaking them. So same now. You can't wake up people because it's the same reaction. People will hold a grudge because you woke them up. And you never were supposed to wake them up. Same thing each morning. Does somebody come in there and wake you up? You would be pissed off. Because you were in a deep state of a good dream state. You were dreaming. Because you thought your dream was so real. And then someone woke you up. But you guys take care. I send us in the love and light. Just wanted to send that brief message to you about the emotions right now. Also, you're going to get the ego. Actually, the ego right now will also, you're still trying to keep your ego in check. So you must drive that steering wheel and let the ego know everything's okay because you're forming a new life that it's not used to. Because it's in survival mode. What we're doing now is in survival. What do you mean? Because it doesn't have that program there. It doesn't know how to react. You are building your own program within yourself. Then you comfort your ego, which is your meditation. Stay silent. And then within, take your power back and then you feed and you communicate. You got to be with your ego. Don't battle your ego. Good and evil. You got to be in unison as we get to the new earth. So you're in unison with your ego, which is the good and evil. Inside you is good and evil. The ego is of the third dimension. So you got to be in unison and let it know everything's going to be okay. Talk to your ego, which is that body, the subconscious. You are consciousness. Conscious is sub means submit. So the subconscious is supposed to submit to the consciousness. But you guys take care. I send us in the love and light. Bye-bye.